Hey Sean, welcome to month 2, where we begin to read relationships and the world. Today we are going to talk about a very specific and lonely feeling, when the universe goes silent. This is your guide to navigating the quiet space between friends. Let me ask you honestly, what is the coldest feeling in the universe? Is it sending a message into the group chat and hearing nothing but echoes, leaving you left on read? Or making a joke that vanishes into the invisible void while someone else gets all the laughs? Maybe it is the sudden shift when a close friend alters their trajectory to orbit someone else. When these moments stack up, it can feel like your very existence is fading. But Sean, I want you to know that this feeling is entirely normal, and you are not alone in the void. Before we react, we have to map the cause, because not all silence is the same. There are 4 types. First is the wall, which is intentional and caused by conflict or jealousy. This requires direct conversation to repair. Second is the drift, which is unintentional, usually caused by differing interests or being busy. You just need to check the context. Third is the orbit, a structural barrier based on group dynamics and social tiers. Here, you just need to find your own orbit elsewhere. And fourth is the mirror, where the silence is an illusion born from internal interpretation and self-doubt. Psychologist Fritz Heider talked about attribution theory, which explains how our brains automatically assign a cause to someone's silence, like a telescope of the mind. We often look through the red lens, an internal attribution where we think, they didn't say hi because they hate me, focusing entirely on their character. But there is also the blue lens, an external attribution focusing on their situation. They didn't say hi because they are stressed today. When we feel ignored, our brain defaults to the red lens. But in reality, the universe almost always operates through the blue lens. Do you remember the social comparison theory we talked about in episode 7? It works against us here. The immediate distortion of upward comparison, thinking, they take care of that friend but not me, multiplies the initial pain by 2 or 3 times. Often, the ignoring isn't what actually hurts, it's the comparison. This is why the self-esteem we built in month 1 is your true gravity. Your worth is never determined by another star's reaction. Thousands of years ago, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, people are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. Think about it carefully. The fact is simply that your friend didn't speak to you. The interpretation is, they are ignoring me. The truth is, that it is the interpretation, not the fact, that cuts you. Verify your interpretation before you give away your precious energy. Let's think about your new environment at Earl Haig SS. In a multicultural galaxy with diverse languages and cultures, feeling left out is often misdiagnosed as being ignored. When English slang or jokes don't land, it's not rejection, it's just a mismatched frequency. The correct diagnosis is that you aren't being ignored, you are simply not connected yet, and connection takes time. The fastest way to draw lines between unconnected stars is through shared goals, like finding a position on the soccer field. So how do we navigate this? Here is your 3-step navigation system. Step 1. Recognize. Name the emotion, like we learned in episode 5, and say, I am feeling hurt and ignored right now. Step 2. Classify. Look at the 4 types and ask, is this intentional, or is it just my interpretation? Step 3. Respond. Choose your route based on the classification. If it's intentional, use direct dialogue. If it's a misunderstanding, check the context. And if it's your own interpretation, focus on your own tasks, just like Adler taught us. If you find that the silence is intentional and you must confront it, how you broadcast your signal matters. Don't use the attack, which creates shields and defenses. Why are you ignoring me? Are you doing this on purpose? Instead, use an iMessage to show vulnerability, which opens a channel. Say, when no one responded to me in the group chat yesterday, I felt like I was being ignored. Sean, before you let the silence hurt you, run through your synthesis checklist. Check your telescope, check your map, and check your interpretation. The feeling of being ignored is often just a trick of the light. But here is the ultimate truth. You do not need to orbit anyone else to have value. You are your own sun, and your gravity comes from within. As we end our transmission today, remember our core takeaway. Pause, classify, interpret, and then act. Next week, we will dive into Aristotle's theory of friendship to answer, what is a true friend? We'll learn how to choose your stars and grow a galaxy together. See you next week, Sean.